wish her all the best. Let's speak now to the SNP MP, Tasmina Ahmed-Sheikh, who's been raising the issue in the Commons. And I think the fact that 9 out of 10 people have had their tax credits reinstated is down to a parliamentary question that you put down.
I'd asked a series of written questions last week in relation to what the update was relative to mandatory reconsiderations, and there have been tens of thousands of them, and it's quite incredible, and it speaks to the scandal of Concentrix that 9 out of 10 of those were upheld. There is, of course, still an issue around the length of time it's taking for tax credits to be reinstated. The average is about 35 days, which simply isn't good enough. And now I'm calling on Philip Hammond, the Chancellor, to make sure there's compensation available to all the victims of this Concentrix scandal when he delivers his autumn statement on Wednesday.
So not just that they get their payments backdated, but on top of that, compensation. Is that what you mean?
Absolutely, because there's been a breach of contract. First of all, the Concentrix contract was not to be renewed, and then the situation was so bad that the government decided that they had to cancel it with immediate effect. So compensation absolutely should be made payable to people, and some are receiving it, but some aren't. I mean, there are paltry sums like £20 in some cases. Some of my constituents aren't getting any money at all. So there's no consistency across the board, but at the end of the day, these people are victims of a scandal that the government is responsible for, and they should be paid money back, because some of the sums that they're getting in terms of compensation, those who've been offered it, doesn't even cover the cost of the phone calls or indeed the postage for sending documents again and again to be reviewed by Concentrix. It's absolutely appalling.
HMRC says it's perfectly routine, perfectly normal to ask tax credit claimants for evidence of their personal circumstances.
There's nothing wrong with asking people for evidence, but when you find yourself in a situation that once that's examined further, that 9 out of 10 of those appeals are upheld, there's something going dreadfully wrong in the system. So that has to be dealt with. The government have to accept it's gone wrong, they have to accept responsibility, and those who've fallen victim of this need to be compensated.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your time. Tasmina Ahmed-Sheikh, SNP MP. We asked HMRC and Concentrix for an interview again, as we have been doing consistently since we broke the story in September. They continue to say no, and we'll continue to ask.